Hey everyone, Mark here with another video on the Enya Nova Go SP1 guitar. And today's video is all about demystifying the process of creating and saving your own custom preset effects into the SP1 guitar. Now when I say demystifying, really what it comes down to is there's very little information on how to make your own sounds, how to save them, where exactly do they get saved in the guitar or into the app. In fact, if you take a look at the manual, in this entire manual, they literally dedicate only half a page, just half a page, talking about the app. And basically reads, quite simply, the Enya Music app, dial in your own presets. They've got 3 screenshots of the app screen, and then just tell you you can download the Enya Music app from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. That's it. That's all the information you have on presets and the app and what you can do with it. So, like I said, I'm going to demystify the process of the custom presets in this guitar, as well as what you can do customizing it. So, as you probably know, if you already have this guitar, or if you don't have the guitar and you're going to be getting it and you've seen other videos, when you first turn it on, the dial is colored green. We're going to call that bank 1. So it's always going to open up to bank 1. Now when the guitar is fresh and brand new, bank 1 will be the official tone acoustic. Now when I say acoustic, that is, there's no other added effects like echoes, reverb, etc., chorus, none of that. It's just basically more of an amplified acoustic guitar sound. Especially needed if you're going to be plugging this into an amplifier or some recording software. Bank 2, they call that their reverb setting. Bank 3, they call that their delay setting, so you get like an echo effect. And then bank 4, which is what they call their fusion setting, which is really just a wah-wah effect. Press it again and you're back to bank 1. Now I call these banks, they don't specifically call them that, they may call it a preset. But I want you to think of them as banks because each bank has 2 sides. The official tones we'll call bank 1A, bank 2A, bank 3A, bank 4A, etc. And anytime you create a custom sound, we can call that bank 1B, bank 2B, bank 3B, etc. And so I call it that way for you to get an understanding that if you want to come up with your own custom sound, if you're on the green setting, which is bank 1, and then you go into the app and you create a custom sound, it'll be saved at that green setting. But the official tone is still, you can still access the official tone. That's kind of like on one side, and on the other side you have your tone. We'll show you that in a minute. But what I do want to show you right now is connecting up to the Enya app, and I want to show you what happens when I toggle through the different banks. Okay, so to connect the guitar up to the app, we'll just open up the app, and we want to make sure that Bluetooth is turned on here. We'll hit connect. It's going to search for our guitar over Bluetooth. It'll say completed once it's done, and then we'll hit the blue arrow there. First thing it does is it loads up the official tones. Now, as we can see, we're on the green setting here on the guitar. Don't pay attention to the colors on the app because they actually don't match for some reason, but the sound names do. So bank 1 was acoustic. We'll go to bank 2, which is reverb. You can see that the little orange label says using. Go over to 3, using switches over to delay sound, and then over to the fusion sound. And then we'll go back over to acoustic. Now, if you want to create your own custom tone, what you need to know is that if you're on the green setting and you create your own custom tone and name it something, let's say sound 1, it'll be stored on that green setting. And if you make any changes after that, it'll actually override it. So if you want to create a second sound, you'll have to switch to a different bank. But let's just start off by creating your own sound on the green setting. So I'm going to go hit on the far right, you see effects. Now below that it says mixer, EQ, and effects. We want to go down to the lower effects off to the right. And you'll notice, because we're on the acoustic setting, that if I scroll up and down, none of these added effects are turned on, because like I mentioned earlier, the acoustic setting on the official tone is just basically an amplified acoustic guitar sound. No added reverb, chorus, etc. So we're going to make some changes here. What we're going to do is we're going to turn on the reverb, and we're going to just turn that right up as high as it will go. And you can hear the reverb there. Now we're just doing basic adjustments just to give you an idea. Now if you wanted to save that, you'd go down to the bottom where it says save. They give you a little dialog box so you can name it. Now you only get 7 characters to type in there. Very limited in my opinion, but anyway, we're just going to call this SND space 1. So that's our sound 1. We'll hit confirm. And then there it is. So you see that it's the selection for tones is set to custom, and sound 1, which actually is green, does actually match up here. Now if I hit it to bank B, watch what happens. We'll leave the custom area and go back over to the official tones, and we'll be using the official tone reverb. So that's their reverb sound. Now if I wanted to create a second tone, because we were in the second bank, that's the place we want to do it. We don't want to do that while we're in the green bank, or else we'll overwrite what we already created. So now I can just go back over to effects, and in this particular case I'm going to turn off the reverb, and I'm going to go over to chorus. And to make it more, you can hear it better, we're just going to do an exaggerated chorus effect. Let me just put down the phone there. Not a really good sound, but anyways, just to give you an example though. So we can hit save. We'll name that. And confirm. Now we can see in the custom setting we have 2. We have sound 1. Oh, I hit. Okay, so I got to rename that. I named it sound 1. I should have named it sound 2. But you can see how easy it is to do that. Confirm. And now it says sound 2. Again, if we hit the bank to go to bank 3, it'll go out of the custom settings over to the official tones. Same with bank 4. But if I go back to bank 1, you see, the guitar remembers what state it's in. So in actual fact, at this point, we could say, oh, that's all we want to do for today. Turn off the guitar, get out of the app, come back a couple of days later. If we turn on the guitar, it's still going to be set up in the same way. Bank 1 and bank 2 will be our custom sounds. Bank 3 and bank 4 is going to be the official tones. Now I'm just going to go very quickly here over to bank 3, which is right now is an official tone. I'll hit effects, and I'm going to do a wah-wah, a massive wah-wah effect. And I'm going to save that. We'll call that sound 3. Confirm. There we are, sound 3. And then I'm going to go to bank 4. There's a particular reason why I'm doing this. We're going to customize bank 4. We're going to make that heavy chorus and maybe heavy echo. We're going to save that. Again, these are kind of junky settings. I'm just doing this for an example. I'll hit confirm. Now we have 4 custom tones. So if we toggle through each one, they are all our own tones. At this point, if I say, well, you know what, I want to change tone 1 back to the official, I'll go to bank 1, which on the guitar here is green. I'll toggle over to official tones, and I'll actually have to hit acoustic, because we know that was what bank was. Now you see it synchronizing. And there we go. Now we're back to bank 1 being the official tone. And that's it. Now, the last thing I want to show you is, let's say you hate all the custom sounds that you created. What you can easily do to just get rid of them, in the top right hand corner there's a reset button. So if you hit reset, it'll ask you to confirm that you want to reset all the guitar to just the official tones. But you still will have to manually delete the custom ones. They're not accessible, but you still have to delete them. So you would toggle over there. Now you'll see in the top right hand corner of each of the settings, you have an X. So you can actually get rid of them one by one. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Made a mistake there. Okay. Oh, now we're gonna, there we go. Bit finicky, the app. But as you can see, now the only thing that we have access to are the official tones again. So it's like back to being brand new again. So like I said, kind of demystifying the creation and saving of effects. And you know, you can have altogether 8 sounds really. You can't always toggle through 8 sounds just by hitting the button here. This, in combination with being connected to the app, you have access to 8 different types of presets. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I know this was a long video, and if you stuck to the end, really appreciate it, and I hope you've learned something. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.